What the hell that got to do with the price of eggs? Alot. Y'all know we got to talk about it. Y'all don't want to hear my mouth. Average cost of a dozen eggs in state 2025. Concerned about the rising price of eggs? You're not alone. 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 Prices have soared around the country as a widespread avian flu outbreak affects the availability of eggs as of January 2025. The average cost of a dozen eggs in the U.S. is $4.95, according to data from U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is higher than previous years, including the $4.82 consumers paid on average in January of 2023, when concerns about egg shortages sent the cost of eggs skyrocketing. Why does knowing the cost of a dozen eggs today matter? If you're trying to manage your household budget, then keeping food costs as low as possible might be a priority. Where you can live play a part in determining how much you'll pay for a dozen of eggs. Key points: egg prices $4.95, avian flu, winter weather, and inflation are the main factors driving egg prices increase. Hawaii and California have some of the highest egg prices in the country. The USDA predicts eggs price will decrease to $2.10 per dozen by the third quarter of 2025. Shopping at farmers market and buying in bulk can help consumers find cheaper eggs. In tracking egg price data, the CPI looks at the average numbers by city rather than state. Prices are based on the cost of a dozen eggs only and don't take into account pricing for smaller or larger quality of eggs sold or the pricing for different sizes of eggs. The CPI egg price data offers a snapshot of how egg prices have moved up or down over time. The average cost of a dozen eggs increased sharply in the beginning of 2023, declined for a while, and then began going back up in July 2024. Whether you live alone or supporting a family, these types of fluctuations can impact your grocery budget, and they're impacting it. If you're trying to manage a higher than normal grocery bill, tracking your spending can help. Where the cost of eggs is the highest. As evidenced by price data, some states are more expensive than others when it comes to what you'll pay for a dozen of eggs on average. In descending order, here are the 10 states that had the highest cost overall for eggs. Y'all, they ain't lying. I went to Walmart this morning. I bought me a dozen eggs, and honey, when it got time to pay, I had my Prince eye on. I had my Prince eye on them when they gave me the price. Baby, I was looking at them. Baby, you don't want me to put my Prince eye on you, baby. You don't want me to put that purple rain on your ass. Hawaii, California, Florida, Alabama, Nevada, California, Arizona, Georgia, Wyoming, Maine, and Colorado. Oh, I thought I was paying something for some eggs up in here in Illinois. I think I paid like $5 or something. Where are the cheapest eggs? Shopper paid a dozen for eggs. Missouri, Nebraska, Indiana, Ohio, Kansas, Iowa, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Alaska, and Virginia, West Virginia. As you can see, most of the states are located in central, southern, and eastern U.S. through Alaska is the outer layer. Assuming costs are lower overall in these states, the average grocery budget for a family of 5 is likely to be less compared to the states where eggs are more expensive. Why did the cost of eggs increase? The current spikes in egg prices is largely fueled by scarcity Scarcity. An outbreak of an avian flu sent egg production into decline as more than 20 million laying hens were lost to the disease depopulation efforts just in the last quarter of 2024. With fewer eggs in supply but demand not easing, egg prices began to climb. Severe weather events across the country didn't help matters, but inflation can also be pointed to as a contributing factor to rising egg prices. In simple terms, inflation is a rise pricing for things consumers buy, like eggs and other household items. Knowing how to find the inflation rate, what's considered to be a normal range, matters for making the most of your money. When will the egg cost go down? While it's nearly impossible to know exactly when egg prices will decline, the USDA is predicting that it will happen in April of 2025. We in March now. So next month, prices are projected to fall to $2.50 per dozen in the second quarter of the year and to $2.10 by the third quarter. Monitoring prices for different goods and services can help you stay on top of your budget. Making and sticking to a spending and saving plan is one of the most basic steps for building wealth and increasing your net worth. Being able to measure your liquid net worth can give you an idea of how well you're doing financially when it comes down to accumulating assets and paying down debt. Tips on how to shop for cheap eggs. Shopping for eggs on the cheap can save you money and makes it easier to live below your means. Living below your means benefits you in a few ways. For one thing, you may be less reliant on credit cards to cover expenses if you always have extra cash in your budget. For another, it can make it easier to adapt to economic changes that can affect your budget and spending. Shop the farmer's market. Buying eggs locally from a farmer's market versus supermarket can save you money if you're able to find lower prices. You may even be able to work out a barter or trade with the local farmer or your neighbor who has a backyard flock, which could allow you to get eggs for free. Choose store brands. Store brand products, including eggs, typically cost less than the name ones. If you're not partial to any one egg brand, you may save a little money by choosing your local store's brand. Buying eggs in bulk could save you money if you're paying a lower unit price per egg. But the catch is that you have to be sure you're actually going to use them. Otherwise, you could be wasting money. Using a fewer eggs, a simple way to save money on eggs is not to consume as many. For instance, you might opt to get your daily protein from other sources or swap out your favorite baking recipes for one that don't incorporate eggs. Shop with coupons and cashback apps. Couponing may seem tedious, but supermarkets may make it easy for allowing you to load digital coupons to your store loyalty card. You can pair coupons with cashback app that pays you percentage back when you shop at a partner grocery store, which could add to your savings. The takeaway: the average cost of a dozen eggs might not be something you think about on a day-to-day basis, but knowing how much you will pay for eggs matters when it's time to go to the grocery store and do weekly shopping. Keeping an eye on egg prices and implementing some different hacks for finding cheap eggs can help you keep your food budget in check. Take control of your finances with SoFi. With our financial insight and credit score monitoring tools, you can view all of your accounts in one convenient dashboard. From there, you can see your various balances, spending breakdowns, and credit plus. Plus, you can easily set up budgeting and discover valuable financial insights, all at no cost. Let me make sure I got my thing down. I have found a list where they was saying the price because I don't want no copyright strike. So let me make sure I got my Let me go on Google. I'm gonna tell y'all the prices of eggs in each state. So it says in California they paying $6.05 for a dozen of eggs. In Arizona $6.03. In Georgia $5.96. In Maine $5.84. Well, this ain't the one I was looking for. Cause it was a long list. Hold on. No. Egg prices by state list. So this shit here. I bought me some. I'ma boil some. I'ma fry some. I'ma saute some. I'ma freeze some. Where is the list? List of egg prices by state, please. Oh, here we go. So Hawaii $9.73. That's why, because somebody had told me that they was looking somewhere and they saw that somebody was paying $9 for eggs. So Hawaii is paying $9 for eggs, but I think their insurance is cheap over there. I'm not for sure. But Hawaii is paying $9.73 for eggs. Florida is paying $6.36. Alabama is paying $6.12. Nevada is paying $6.07. California is paying $6.05. Arizona is paying $6.03. Georgia is paying $5.96. Maine is paying $5.84. Wyoming is paying $5.84. Colorado is paying $5.77. South Carolina is paying $5.76. Vermont is paying $5.70. Utah is paying $5.67. New Mexico is paying $5.65. Tennessee is paying $5.61. North Carolina is paying $5.60. Louisiana is paying $5.59. Connecticut is paying $5.54. Montana is paying $5.46. Texas is paying $5.43. I'm shocked Texas paying that low. New York is paying $5.37. That's another shock. Minnesota is paying $5.10. Rhode Island is paying $5.10. Idaho is paying $5.09. Y'all, I'm tired as hell. New Jersey is paying $5.05. Massachusetts is paying $5.04. Mississippi is paying $5.04. South Dakota is paying $5. Virginia is paying $4.96. Arkansas is paying $4.95. Oklahoma is paying $4.92. New Hampshire is paying $4.91. North Dakota is paying $4.83. Illinois is paying $4.82. Michigan is paying $4.82. Oregon is paying $4.81. Delaware is paying $4.79. Maryland is paying $4.78. Wisconsin is paying $4.78. West Virginia is paying $4.64. Alaska $4.61. Pennsylvania $4.52. Kentucky $4.51. Iowa $4.44. Kansas $4.41, Ohio $4.39, Indiana $4.33, Nebraska $4.25, and Missouri $4.24. Should we move to Missouri? Maybe we should pack up and get the hell out of here. Oh my gosh. What they got to do with the price of eggs? A lot. Keep on living, y'all.